Hey there, my fishing fanatics. Your favorite YouTube angler is back with another crucial forecast, and trust me, you'll want to hear this one. We're talking about December 24th, 2025. Yes, Christmas Eve, folks. Now, many of you might think winter fishing means packing it in, but I'm here to tell you that this day holds some unique opportunities. We've got a fascinating mix of typical winter chill and the subtle influence of a waxing crescent moon, setting the stage for what could be a surprisingly productive day on the water, if you know where to look. Stick with me and I'll arm you with all the knowledge you need to turn this festive day into a fishing triumph. Get ready to learn why this day isn't just about presents, but about presence on the water. Let's dive right into the species you should be targeting across the vast and varied waters of our beautiful USA. First up, for my friends in the northern and central states who embrace the chill, we're talking about walleye and yellow perch. These cold water warriors are going to be a prime target. Where to find them? With water temperatures dropping, walleye will be schooling up in deeper basins along main lake holes, and especially near channel edges, often in 15 to 30 feet of water. Look for those sharp drop-offs and humps. For perch, focus on shallower basins, typically in the 10 to 20-foot range, particularly in areas with some lingering submerged vegetation. Why there? Their metabolism slows in the cold, so they're conserving energy, congregating where food sources might be concentrated or where water temperatures are slightly more stable. On what to catch them? For walleye, subtle jigging presentations with a small spoon or a soft plastic on a jig head can be deadly. Think slow, methodical movements. For perch, a small tungsten jig tipped with a wax worm or a spike is your best bet. Remember, their bite can be incredibly light, so watch your line for the slightest twitch. The key is to stay mobile for perch. If you don't get a bite in 5 minutes, move 10 or 15 feet and drill another hole. Once you connect, stay put, because you've likely found the school. Now, for my folks in the warmer southern coastal regions, get ready for some exciting inshore action with redfish and whole speckled trout. These species remain active, especially on sunny days. Where to find them? Redfish will be cruising the shallow flats, particularly when the sun is up, warming those dark bottoms. Look for them around oyster bars and mangrove edges. Speckled trout, however, might be a bit more finicky. While they can be found in shallow waters, cold fronts often push them into deeper channels and basins to seek more stable, slightly warmer water. Target those deeper pockets and creek mouths. On what to catch them? For redfish, a weedless spoon or a soft plastic shrimp imitation worked slowly along the bottom will be effective. If the sun is out and the water is clear, sight fishing with a weedless jig can be incredibly rewarding. For speckled trout, light tackle with a soft plastic jig or a suspending twitch bait can entice a strike, especially near those deeper channels. The trick is a slow, rhythmic retrieve. Remember, they're not chasing fast food in winter. Let's talk about the conditions that are shaping our fishing day. Weather. Across the USA, December 24th will present a classic winter picture, highly variable depending on your exact location. In the northern states, expect freezing temperatures, possibly with snowfall, and a strong chance of wind. The atmospheric pressure might be fluctuating, which can make fish a bit finicky. For my southern friends, you'll enjoy milder conditions, with temperatures ranging from cool to surprisingly warm, especially in places like Florida, where highs can still reach into the 70s Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius. Precipitation will vary, snow up north, maybe some rain in the south, but overall, it's a day where you'll need to check your local forecast closely. The shorter daylight hours mean prime feeding windows around sunrise and sunset are even more critical. Water temperature. This is the big driver for winter fishing. Inland waters in the northern parts of the country will be downright cold, often near freezing or even covered in ice where safe. This means fish are sluggish and hunkered down. In contrast, coastal waters in the south, such as off Miami, will maintain a much milder 77 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius. This temperature gradient is why fish migrate south and why their behavior changes so dramatically from region to region. The key takeaway is that fish will be seeking out the most stable and warmest water they can find, whether that's deeper basins in lakes or shallow, sun-warmed flats in the coastal south. Moon phase. On December 24th, 2025, the moon will be in a fixed, waxing crescent phase with an illumination of about 17 to 20%. It's approximately 4 days old since the new moon. Now, my friends, while the full moon often gets all the glory, many old-timers, myself included, believe these waxing phases as the moon gains light can contribute to more stable weather patterns and feeding activity. The increasing gravitational pull seems to get the fish moving, especially during those low-light periods of sunrise and sunset. So, don't dismiss this moon phase. It could offer some concentrated bite windows. Overall fish activity. In general, fish activity across the USA on December 24th will be in a full winter pattern. Their metabolism is slowed, and they're conserving energy. This means they won't chase your bait far. The name of the game is presentation, getting your offering right on their nose. However, the fluctuating weather, especially any passing fronts, can trigger short but intense feeding windows as fish react to pressure changes. So, stay alert. My honest assessment for December 24th, 2025 is a medium to good bite in most areas, with potential for some excellent concentrated bites. If you hit those low light windows or fish the post-front conditions effectively. The reason for this is the combination of cold, stable water in deeper areas and the potential for a feeding trigger from a waxing moon and changing atmospheric pressure. Well, my friends, that's the forecast for December 24th. I wish you all nothing but the best. So go out there and have yourselves a fantastic Christmas Eve on the water. Tight lines. And as always, ni chvosta, ni cheshwi, or, as we say in English, no tail, no scales. If you like this forecast, hit that like button, subscribe for more tips, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And tell me in the comments below, what are your plans for fishing this holiday season? Have you ever had a memorable Christmas Eve fishing trip? Share your stories with me. I love hearing from you all.